Okay, so let's add the beams to our different structural bays. Sorry, the joists to our different structural bays. So I want the joists to run in this direction in each of these different bays. So I'm going to go up to, first I'm going to go to level 2. Okay, so here's my sort of structure plan. I actually might delete these tags for the time being. Actually, maybe I can just turn them off. VV annotation. Let's see if there's structural framing tags. That's probably it. Let's try it. Apply. Okay. Turned them off for now. Just so I'm seeing the actual framing members are in there. And here. So I don't know why these look different than there, but we'll see what happens. So let's add some in this first bay here. Now I've done this already and I got sort of an interesting uh, sort of solution, but let's see what happens again. So I'm going to go to beam system. Now for beam type, I added these K joists. I've imported them, this family, and I'll include this in this assignment, or rather in this lecture, so you have it for your own project. Oh, I'll choose 8K1. Center justification, 2 feet on center, 3D is checked. Oh, see, that looks pretty good right there. Maybe I'm going to try 3 feet once. Let's see how that almost looks more reasonable. All right, I'm going to try to put it there. See if I get any issues. Okay, so it gives me this error. I'm just going to hit delete type. Okay. And hit escape. Okay, it looks fine to me. I don't know why I got that error. And then I go here and yeah, that looks fine. Now, one thing I'm noticing is I get this joist right here. So I'm going to unpin that one and just delete it. So I still have all the other joists right where I want them. Now I know these joists are crashing into this beam. That's fine for this assignment. Let's just leave them crashed in. If you really want to separate them, you have to sort of select all of these, unpin them, and then move these beams down. Otherwise, if you move the beams down 2.5 inches, they're gonna these will just stay with it. So you got to unpin them first. All right, so that looks pretty good. So let's go back to level 2 and let's just add the others. So I'm going to keep my settings the same. I'll do that one. Okay, I got no issues there. I'm not getting any more of those errors. So they're not all lined up because I have an angled sort of structure here. Oh, there was one, so I'll just delete that type. See, I don't know what that one's about, and I'll put one on the end here. And let's go to the 3D structure. For some reason, it kicks me into the. I'm just going to X out of there. Okay, that looks pretty good. So if I'm looking at this again, there might be like this one I might want to delete because it's just kind of awkward. Yeah, maybe that one too. Unpin them and delete them. This one's right on the line. So is this one. Like you probably wouldn't need it. They'll just span that. That's fine. The rest look all right. So that looks pretty good for there. Now let's put them in here. Let me just make sure these are still editable after I do it. Let me try changing it to 2 feet. Okay. Okay, it still added them. Weird. I feel like it skipped one. But you can sort of edit the spacing as you see fit. I'm just going to undo that. All right, so let's add the beams up here. So for that, I need to go to roof 1 and go to my beam system. I'll do 2 feet because these are And let's let's do it that way. That looks fine. So all these there we go. These notes are kind of getting in the way, and I can just turn those off. Actually, I'll do that. DV structural framing. Okay. Ooh, why am I in there? That's not what I wanted. We put structural framing back on because that's under model categories. I need to go under annotation and go down to structural framing tags. Okay. Okay, well, let's see. Annotation. Structural framing tags. Structural, maybe they're under annotations. Hmm. Technically, they're joists, but I don't think. Well, that's okay for now. I'm going to keep going here. There we go. This one's kind of funky because it's angled. And I'll select over here to keep them straight. Okay, so now I'm going to select this, right click, and I'm going to say select all instances visible in view. And I'm just going to delete that tag for now. We can always bring it back. So let me go to my 3D. So that looks pretty cool. So we've got the joists in there. I'm happy with that for the time being. I can always go back and edit these. Oops, I hit the mic there. Okay, so now let's add the structural foundation wall under both of these volumes.